Well, I have my friend Trina here. She told me about you blacks not liking that I said there was no racism in America. She's here.
I am right here. She my homegirl, but she needs some redirection. I don't know who wrote that speech. That's one thing. But we gonna get it together. Let's hope. Just that's all we can do. Like keep the hope alive. I just left Sunday service. It wasn't with Kanye, but I left Sunday service. I got the call from my home, like a cousin I ain't even heard from in a very long time. She was like, "Girl, B tripping," and I'm like, "B, like, okay, you ain't even from New York, so I know the B might not mean beautiful." So I had to come over here and let my homegirl know, like, look, you kind of messed up. So just a little conversation. Like, when we did Kwanzaa, we had to get that together. So hopefully today she'll get it together.
Yes. Well, there is no racism in America. So I don't understand why there's a problem.
And she's still sticking with it, y'all. I'm not understanding it.
Well, let's get over here and chat. Are we live? Let's do this. We're going to just do it. I'm not going to overthink it. That's your seat, Trina.
Oh, this is my seat.
Yes. Yes. How can you get over there? Let's see. We're just going to do it. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. If it works out, it works out. Nobody's paying our bills, paying us to do these things. We're doing these things because it's fun, isn't it? Well, my name is Koala Harris. You see, I'm wearing my African things. And I had some concern that people were concerned about me saying there was no racism in America. Well, first of all, what is the word racism? One must define it. But before we do, we're going to press play. Would you mind holding that? Why don't we play this? Oops.
The color of their skin was their most important characteristic. And if they looked a certain way, they were inferior. Today, kids are being taught that the color of their skin defines them again. And if they look a certain way, they're an oppressor. From colleges to corporations to our culture, people are making money and gaining power by pretending we haven't made any progress at all. Hear me clearly. America is not a racist country.
Exactly. I disagree. Okay, but here's the interesting thing about Tim Scott's rebuttal. Clearly, Tim didn't get a hold of Joe Biden's speech beforehand because Biden didn't really focus on race. He didn't say America was a racist country. I mean, Biden is the same person that whenever there is blatant racism, he says, "This is not America." I mean, but he didn't really focus on race in his speech. About an hour and some change into his speech, he spoke briefly about the death of George Floyd and how he wanted to rebuild trust between...
See, that proves it. No racism. If there were racism, we wouldn't have blacks. Blacks wouldn't even be able to do that. They wouldn't even be able to say anything about any of that.
Do y'all believe that?
There is no racism.
This is my homegirl. One thing I've learned, it's okay to agree to disagree. Because at first, the Nobel bonds. Now she on this. Y'all, I'm trying my best.
Wait, Trina. What is race? Race is a construct that they gave us hundreds of years ago. The reason the popo is shooting us is not because of a race. It's because of...
Because of what? Because of what? Because of what? Come on, Koala. Because of what?
Criminals.
Criminals. So you telling me the young man in Minnesota, he just had an air freshener hanging. That's what they told him.
They didn't tell him it was an air freshener.
He had something hanging in the rearview mirror. Then they said, "Oh no, you got warrants." They couldn't make up their mind.
Well, if in the middle America, to be fair, if all you see is music videos and all the people in the music videos are selling drugs or being prostitutes, I mean, that's what they think about blacks. What? Think about it. If all the movies we've ever seen of Jackie Chan and Chow Yun-fat explained who Asians were, we would all think they did karate.
Okay, Koala.
That's it.
You must understand. We don't even get half of what we see on the regular news. Do you know it has been more than 150 incidents of African Americans being shot within like just this last week. Ain't nobody talking about that.
That's because of the music videos.
You can't.
You
blame
have to
it
stop
on the
doing music
koala.
videos.
You can't blame it on the music koala. Now, if they gonna put in a bill for the Asian people, because people going around knocking them off, then where do we stand? They haven't even passed the George
but
Floyd
are they
bill.
doing music videos, shooting people and selling drugs?
I don't know if they karate chop.
No, they're just doing K-pop. That's it.
Well, whether it's K-pop or not, I feel like it has nothing to do with music. Come on now, Koala. Who wrote that speech for you? It couldn't have been you. Or are we just losing? Because you know a lot of people voted for you just because of the way you look. Just because of the way you look. That's what they voted for. So you want to represent. Come on now and be like, hey, it is a problem in America.
Excuse me.
Girl, I'll give you some earrings. You want to wear my wig? Girl, I'll give you the Afro wig. But you're going to have to make a choice. Decide who you going to represent.
I'm representing the whole world. Yes.
You feel like you represent
Asia, India, Africa, blacks in America.
Koala, girl, you got right on TV and was like, racism isn't a problem. And then turned right around and was like, but these are some things that we need to work on. Girl, it's racism. You're going to have to get that together. That's why I came over. I was on vacation, enjoying my vacation. I said, I got to come talk to her because I'm getting all kind of phone calls. People ain't talked to me in years. And did you see what Koala did? We know you just did the campaign stuff. Do I need to start writing your speeches, girl? It's just been so much.
Well, like I said, there's no vaccination for racism.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, Lord. I don't know how long I can stay here. So we know there's no vaccination.
For racism. I said that. There's no vaccination for racism.
You did say that, Koala.
Yes.
Oh, I'm getting worried.
Yes.
I'm getting worried. I'm getting worried. I'm trying to figure out what we gonna do. What we gonna do, Koala? Do you need me to help? I'll be on the front lines of just trying to make things work for us because there's everybody defund the police. Dude, it's not working.
Did you get your stimmy? Did you get your stimulus check?
I received it. I received my stimulus, but that's still you can't put money in my pocket and I'll be like, oh.
Well, that tells you there's no racism. Some people didn't get a stimulus check. If you didn't pay your taxes, you didn't get a stimulus. They don't care what color you are. If the cash load is not green or going cha-ching, that's all that matters.
Koala. You losing focus. That's what politicians do. They go all around and we talking about racism right now. This is why I came over here today to talk to you. I need you to understand what you said on national television, Koala. It didn't make no sense.
Wait a minute. I took notes. Where's my notes? Where's my notes?
Notes.
All I know is that racism only exists in the mind. If you don't believe it, it doesn't exist. It only exists if you let it believe and exist and exist and believe it and believe it. It exists. Yes.
Oh, yes. So that's what you want to believe, Koala. There's nothing I don't even know why I came over here. I came over here to talk to you and see what I could do to help to persuade you to see that, yes, there is an issue. There's a huge issue. We losing so many people over police brutality.
Stop doing crime.
So we'll rewind. Sandra Bland, she committed a crime.
She should have put out the cigarette.
Lando Castillo.
He shouldn't have knocked on the door.
I had to keep going.
He shouldn't have had Skittles.
It's hundreds of others that we haven't even named. Look, I've been profiled from the police.
What? Trina.
Yes, I've been profiled from the police. And I know it's because I was black. And then they wrote it up in the report saying, oh, she said because she was black. I knew it was because I was trying to help somebody. If I'm just trying to help somebody and I get arrested, you know it's a problem. I had to be a threat.
Well,
so that's why I take it personal. So that's why I came over here to talk to you. Because I did not like the whole display that you put on. Was that the other day? Yeah, at the end of this month.
Well,
I didn't like it.
It was more him than me. I just co-signed with.
Oh, you co-signed with your
what
friend.
he said.
Is that your friend, Tim? Whatever his name is.
Tim.
Oh,
yes.
Lord Jesus. He needs some help too.
And the Black Congressional Congress too. We need them. We don't need them. We do need them. We don't need them. We've had them for 40 years. They've done nothing. They've done nothing. But then it's because there is no racism, isn't it? Yes.
You really believe that, huh?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I think you done got a hold to some really bad lie. It's the bad lie.
The lie.
It's the bad lie. It's bad. It's all bad for you. Something went to your brain where you just don't understand what's going on right now.
Well, you know, in Israel, they had like 40 people die, 45 people die. My husband's Jewish, so don't you dare tell me I don't understand what's going on in the world.
Everyone want to pull that. You Jewish, you this. Koala, what I'm trying to tell you, they see you as a black woman.
But I'm half Indian. I'm going to have to shut this down because we're not having understanding. Okay? Trina.
Shut it down. You know what? You my girl. I try my best, y'all. I try my best with her. It is really hard. Please understand. This is really, really hard. We gonna work on her though, y'all. We gonna work on her.
Well, we'll see about that, won't we?